Let's get down to brass tacks. Get your shit together, Joe. Mm. Oh, excuse me 1 second. This is mail. Mail call. Mail call. Bill? Bill? Take a guess. Another bill. All right. How you folks doing? Welcome aboard. Yeah, I like to rock and roll. Thank you guys supporting the channel. We're just flying with the subscribers, and as I tell you all the time, I appreciate it. Yours truly appreciates it. These guys come in. Hello, everybody. And I appreciate it because you know we rock. You know that. We're rising so fast, I might get a nosebleed. Well, do you get a nosebleed from that? Who knows? I can't swear on this shit. You know, I can't swear. So, that's a tight haircut, ain't it? Some days I have good days, my friend. Some days are better than others. You get to be my age, so you cherish them more. You know, I used to think I was the shit years ago, walking around like Rudolph Valentino. Yeah, look at me. Now I couldn't get a date in the whorehouse if I had to. All right, where the hell were we? Where were we? I must have been lying. I forgot what I was gonna say. I used to run around with these mofos, and they used to get drunk. And there was a certain guy that, you know, so these guys are aggressive at times, and there was tidbits going on, a little friction here or there. And I was thinking about doing something crazy, which I'm not violent. I wasn't aggressive, so to speak, when I was young, but you can snap, you know, like you see that series on TV, people snap. So I was thinking about snapping, and a guy I used to gamble with, he was a connected guy, and if I was gonna murder, I want it to be more personal. God forgive me. I try to spread love and compassion on the channel. I try to spread love and compassion. Hey, Mo and Mike. But in my mind, like I used to think when they would just shoot somebody, boom, and then, you know, the guy could be away. In my mind, I thought stabbing your rate. Forgive me, folks, forgive me, because I'm not a violent man. I was raised the right way with my mom's nurturing and Christian precepts, okay? Put that aside for a minute. So I thought if you stab somebody, it was more like F you, more personal, and then you just watch the guy. And I was thinking this crazy shit. And to do on this one guy. So I'm at the club, and you know, it's a club, restaurant, and everything, and I get this butcher knife. I mean, a butcher knife. Roy DeMeo would have been proud of me. And I'm thinking all this crazy stuff. If I do something, they're gonna shoot me, or this guy's gonna live, he's gonna shoot me. So this guy comes back. Joe, what are you doing? He grabs me, drags me out of the thing. He says, "You're up to something." And he's, you know, and I got a butcher knife, and he don't even care, because he grabbed it out of my thing. And so my target was aggressive, so that passes. So then fast forward, the same guy I'm thinking about poking, I bring them, I give them rides. They go here, they go to their whores, they go, bebopping around. a lot of whore masters or after night gambling parties, and I'm ready to make money and get money from them. But that same guy I was telling you about, he used to carry a ton. He used to carry stacks of money all the time, and he liked drinking that whiskey, and he used to get tore up and everything. And a lot of times he would talk. He'd be aggressive on whiskey, and I would put up with it because I know he's going to give me money, and I'd put up with it. And then I pick him up. I'm playing the radio. Now, I remember this story based on the fact I was in my car and I heard this song on the radio. Now, this might be corny. Please forgive me. But it was Boy George, all right? Old Georgie boy, Boy George. You know Boy George. Okay, forgive me. So he's got this song on there. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? So I'm playing. He starts screaming because I'm going, do you? Because he's cocked on his ass. I'm going, do you really want to hurt? He goes nuts. He's elbowing me and everything else. And I'm saying, stop, stop. I know he's going to stop to a certain point, and I'm laughing. So it quiets down. We're almost at our destination. Here comes another song. I told you guys I'm immature. Here comes another song. I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I love. Okay. Here we go again. You son of a bitch. I'm going to kick your ass. You know, and he's going nuts. And he did. Yeah, I mean, he inflicted a little. Yeah, cheap trick. He inflicted, he inflicted a little, but that's all right. I'll take a couple bumps and bruises because um I I know that I'm gonna roll him. Now, rolling a guy like is in the thumbnail. It's a mild way of like mugging somebody, but it's not like a stranger or something. It's just that he's gonna have his guard down. Protect yourself at all times. He's gonna have his guard down, shit faced, and I'm gonna be his caretaker. And I don't get paid enough from these guys, so sometimes I self pay. So he gets all shit faced, and he's lucky he had his socks and underwear. You know how Mike Francis leaves you all without your socks and underwear? Well, he's lucky I left him with his socks and underwear. And then there was a little thing that came up after that, but it was, there was something that came up later on where he was trying to put two and two together. But I brung him to I dropped him off at one of his whores houses, and he could have got rolled there. I walked him up. Come on here, knock on the door. Here, slut. He's all yours. Here, slut. Here, go ahead. Burp him and give him a bottle and put him to bed. Here, he's all here. He's all yours, slut. So, and I don't want any kind of retribution to come on to her or anything like that, because things could get squirrely. You don't want to just set her up for that. So don't, if you're thinking that. So that's when you roll somebody. You roll them. You never hear that term. I don't know if these wise guys. John A. Light and Gene, did you ever hear about that? When you roll somebody? You ever roll somebody? So another time, there's a guy. God forgive me, because I wasn't a thief like another guy. He came short. I would run him around. He was cheap. And you can't say something sometimes. I tell the boss, Sam, hey, you know what? I don't want to deal with the guy. No, Jojo, go ahead, deal with it. So another boozer. They drink Manhattans, Black Velvet. Yeah, is that what is that? BV. They drink hard liquor. And he used to bet the same numbers in every race ahead of time, and then he just keep them in his pocket. He just keep them in his pocket. So I call. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Uh, Trying to think of a million things at once here. You know, I have a brain injury, and most of this shit is bullshit and lies. So you got to make up good lies. Okay. So this other guy, he bets 142 for the trifecta every race, every day. Stop. Another smash mouth, shit face drinker, and so I'm at the races. 142 come out like 6 times for the trifecta, a fluke of all flukes, and uh, they all pay good. Now I know where this guy hangs out, and at a certain place, another joint, and I go in there. Hey, how's it going? And I know I'm just trying to be sociable. I know he's gonna say, Jojo, come here. I'm gonna need a ride later. I just know that's automatic. So, nonetheless, boom, he's got like 3,500 worth of these tickets, and and back then they had like a OTB little plastic thing that you can, like a little plastic tote that you could put your little thing, a little rectangle thing that you could put your tickets in or your lotto numbers and all that goofy stuff. And he used to keep them in there. And uh, he gets cocked. He, I, I'm dropping him off. He's still half aware. He ends up open up his garage, and he passes out on the floor in his garage. And then I rolled him. I rolled him, and it was more of a flagrant foul because most people said, "Well, JoJo took you home." Yeah, it was more of a flagrant foul, and I got in a little more heat for that. But uh, when the boss found out about it, another guy, Rick and Tony, they came to me and said, What the hell? Are you out of your mind, JoJo?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" Sam, the boss, went away out of close proximity. He walked over further away, and he was shaking his head. "Oh my God." And I'm at the point, should I just give this money back? And just so I go back, and here comes the guy. "You're dead. You're dead. Make your arrangements. You little cunt." Blah, blah. And he's going off, and he's going crazy like that. Sam comes back and says, "Come here. Come here." He says, "You put yourself in a position, just say if it's true. You put yourself in a position running around town, all drunked up, like a drunken sailor. You put yourself in a position to get rolled, whether it was JoJo or anybody, you deserve to get rolled. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. If you rolled them, JoJo, good for you." I was like, "Yeah, I rolled the motherfucker." But, you know, so keep your guard up at all times. I mean, if you put yourself in a position, I'm not, the 10 Commandments, I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised that way. But I was thinking, I'm not going to be around these people much longer for one reason or another. But let me get what I can get, because I got chiseled a couple times, and my godfather had to straighten that out in New York when they weren't giving me enough money for running errands. So they were kind of freaking being tightwads on that. So I was like, it's open season. It's open season. You want to be a tightwad on me when I'm dealing in good faith, putting up with all kinds of craziness, and then you let your guard down and you're laid out drunk with 3 dimes in your pocket, or the other guy that was over there with all kinds of money. Don't leave your guard down. Like they say in the ring, in the fighting ring, the boxing ring, protect yourself at all times. I don't promote violence or thievery or anything along them lines. But uh, people used to get rolled. That's what they called it. You get rolled. Just don't roll the wrong guy. But um, I used to be around, and then sometimes we're just uneventful guys. How you doing, Jim? Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, and he's all sloshed up, and then then he hands me a 20 for babysitting him for freaking 3 hours. Oh, take me here. Oh, she's not home. Take me over here. It's 3 in the morning, knocking on doors. He's looking for a whore, one of the on a Rolodex that and his wife and kids are at home, and I'm doing this late night girl search. And then he chisels me when it's all said and done and says, "Oh, here's a 20." He peels a 20 off a bankroll that's got $100 bills as thick as a softball, and he fishes out a little 20. Here, Jojo. You don't think I'm gonna roll him if I got a chance? You don't think I'm gonna roll him? So it's just not like I just rolling some out of the blue and there's no backstory. I rolled the ones that they had it coming to them. Had it coming to them. There was a guy that, well, I don't know if he was trying to set me up or not, but another guy had left something in my glove compartment, and he had another item, 2 items, and sometimes you wonder if they just test you. Like, I'm going to set Jojo up. I'm going to leave this here, some money or whatever, and then see how he reacts. So I could see that coming a mile away. I could see that coming a mile away. A mile away. I went back. He tried to do this little cutie move on me, but I tell you, see, I was very cerebral. I'm not tooting my own horn, but it's just mental hopscotch. You got to just think crazily and intelligent. So he's trying to set me up because he might have thought, oh, when they were wondering, did that JoJo roll, whatever, he was trying to say, well, I'm going to set him up and see if Joe just goes around rolling these guys and me too, And I went back at 4:30 in the morning and knocked on his door like a madman. Like, here, you think, here, nice try. I'm banging on his door. Hey, what's wrong with you? You left your thing here. I don't know if is there money in there or what? Here. Oh, thank you. I'm like, yeah, nice try. Yeah, nice try, Billy. Nice try. Yeah, I'm sure there's money in there. I might be crazy. I might be immature. I might be a lot of things. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I can play mental hopscotch. I'm thinking what they're thinking. Way ahead. Of course, that doesn't keep you safe and secure. Anybody just at any time go nuts, but try to be as safe as you can. So there was another kid that rolled a guy, and he was hollering at me because I didn't want to pick him up because he was a cheapskate, and it was downtown, and I was at the regular club, and they said, "Oh, Joe," I said, "No, I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there. The guy's a creep. He's a Mamaluke, and he's got his communion money." So somehow he gets this other guy, I mean, a street guy that's not connected to anybody. Just, there's just rough, crazy dudes out there in the streets. They don't care if you're in the mob or not. There's just hardcore dudes out there. Forget about the mob. And he rolled them for this gold and pennant and everything else, got drunk and left him on the street. And then they're asking me questions about I'm not his caretaker. I'm not his babysitter. The Mama Luke that needed the ride or the guy that rolled him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like I said, oh yeah, give him a ride and roll him. Really? I mean, these people are nuts. They will always think of the worst thing first about your character and stuff. They will always think the worst thing first. You could be an altar boy or a saint, but they'll always think the worst thing first. And I told a guy, you really think that of me? Really? You really think I'm a scumbag like that? Get drunk around me, and then you'll get rolled for that. For me, it's retribution. That's all. It's just retribution. That's all. So yeah. But it was funny when I was in the car and that Boy George song came on, and I'm effing with him because we did have a lot of fun. And a lot of these guys had a sense of humor. I mean, there it just wasn't all straight friction and everybody's frigid. No, there was stuff because I wouldn't have just been up there like going, do you really want to hurt me? I wouldn't have just been doing that out of my, like a psycho, which maybe half psycho, but because we joked around and had fun together, but then they just get tight ass sometimes and they don't want to, whatever. But it was fun. I wouldn't just be trying to serenade this psycho, serenade him with a Boy George song. What the, you know? And the Cheap Trick song, I wouldn't just be doing that but but he's just thinking, don't F with me, Jojo, don't F with me. And he's drunk. And then they holler. See, what happens is another time, let's get personal because you know the truth, so we get down and dirty here. You got to be a freaking psychoanalyst a lot of times because they're crying about, oh, that no good, so because they owe money or somebody owes them money, and the dialogue a lot of times is, hey Joe, have you seen this guy at the track or over here? And that no good. Wait till I see him. He, and they're getting drunk, and then they're getting they're festering, and the alcohol just fuels that fire, and they're screaming, and I put the radio on a lot of times just like to block it out. Let's just hear a song and ride down the road, and he's hollering about some guy, and it's like, oh my gosh, give it a break. And the one time I says, well, you let him beat you. How do you let him beat you like that? Don't you take some of the blame? You let the guy beat you like that? Don't put yourself in that position. I'll put my fist down your throat. One more word, Jojo. I'll put, then it's quiet for 2 minutes and then it's regular talk again. He might even tell a joke. Some Rodney Dangerfield joke. He might even tell a joke. So there was a lot of laughter. Believe me, I wouldn't just come in gung ho talking about Cheap Trick song or Boy George, because there was a lot of laughter. And I miss all that. I miss having fun. Just as human beings having fun. Forget about the mob. Forget about the mob. They just do that stuff. And then they're civilians too. They're just civilian guys that are capable of hate, love, anger, laughter, stress. I mean, I miss it. I miss it. That's why I like watching John Aylight and Gene, because I knew guys like that. That's why I knew guy. You know, I miss that, and then a lot of them are gone, and even some guys I didn't get along with. Uh, they were just trying to make it like anybody else in the world. Just they were just trying to make it and survive for their wife and kids, and they just went that road. And some of them guys I didn't get along with, they might have met a bad ending, and I still felt sad, and as a human being, so even guys that would talk some smack or whatever, but I still felt, I'm a big boy. That's just part of the game, but I still felt a little bad. I mean, geez, it doesn't have to come to that extent. It was just seemed like a, a waste of life so many times. I can't. That's why I would never be a made man. No, the value of life just was nothing. Not how easy by words just get you killed. Gosh, I mean, but I didn't want to make you think I was a thief running around just trying to frickin' rob drunk guys. No, there's backstories. I hope I explained as eloquently as possible as why, because I look at it. I'm going to give you the benefit of the. I'm going to try to be a good Samaritan, help you out, and give you the benefit of the doubt and accommodate you the best I can. I'm doing that right off the press. And then you come back short with me. I take that as a F you. So if you're going to F you me, I'm going to F you back. And then if you get rolled, you get rolled. That's all. They did it to themselves. That's all. Some of the guys would joke around. They had a big card game. They used to have big card games with guards. And one of the guys, good looking, like a corporate CEO, was there, whatever. And his ride or something debacled. And it was like a 20-minute ride. He needed a ride. And I'm the ride guy. And the other guy turned around and said, you don't want to ride with him because you're going to have empty pockets, And I was like, oh, don't disgrace me in front of these people like that. He said, who's over there? Jojo? Jojo will have your watch and your wallet and everything else. I was like, And they were laughing. These were some wealthy people. And they were laughing. I said, don't shame me like that. And it was cool in jest. And then the guy just said, here's 5 for you, kid. Nice 5 Ben Franklins. Don't worry about what he said. You're all right with me. Thank you kindly. I'll be right back, folks. Anybody else going once, going twice? Sold to the CEO right here for $500. Thank you, boys. Very lucrative at the big money games. Very lucrative. Civilian people playing with gangsters. Civilians, rich civilians. Oh, geez, I'm scared to play a card game with it. No, they know who they are in the mix. It's just not just a mob world, and they don't deal with civilian people. And there are some suits wearing suits in the game. Suits with Rolex and nice and cool, classy stuff. Those were the games I like to work. Because you can make 2,000 by morning. You can make 2,000. A guy does real good. And they have like buffets and stuff set up. And I'm on point. I'm on point like this on the wall. I'm on the wall. I see the drink getting down. You want me to top that up, Rick? You want me to? Yeah, come on. Boom, 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 boom. You want more of that macaroni salad? You gotta get what you can get. I'm on guard. Like Buckingham Palace. I'm on guard. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I miss it. I talk smack about some of these guys, and I know, but at the end of the day, even Mike, the credit card Francis, just trying to do his thing in life. I mean, I'll give him that much. Everybody's just trying to survive in the world, and you're thrust to a certain trajectory, and you go this way, some go that way, some go the crooked road taken, some go the less traveled road, some go the crazy road, some go the mob road, some go the factory worker road. Everybody's just trying to make it. That's all. We're all humans, all right? And we're all God's children. So I got to keep that in mind. So thank you, Wolf. Thank you, Philly Bob. Thank you to the New York Jets, Francis, Leon Swan, Mike Mormeal. Everything's good here. We're at 800. Why not just skip 900? We're going to go to 1,000, my good people. That's all. We're going. MG42/2023. Hey, thank you. Michael Candinas. All right. Those were the good old days, Philly Bob. So I appreciate everything that you guys helped me out with, and we'll just see how far it goes. And geez, I got to give you guys an applaud. I got to get on my game. You see, so I flash back, and a lot of times I do have a brain injury, and the malleable mind and the crazy mind and neurotransmitters and thoughts and memories and everybody and everything else and I'm thinking while I'm talking to you guys, I'm thinking like flashbacks in my mind of being there and the guy armed guard and stuff like that. So Tip Top Tuesday, Champ Francis. I need to give all you guys in the comments, any future people that come in here. Yes, John Alite, I'm still reeling. I'll just be honest. Gene Barillo, I'm still reeling, my friends. I'm psyched. Life is good. Let's just get your mind in a good place. Okay. Let me give you guys, anybody that watches this, that I appreciate it more than Mike the credit card does. Because when you're done watching me, you still got your socks and underwear on. Watch Mike the credit card Francis. There might not even be nails on the wall. Let's hear it. All right. Nice way to wrap it up. I'm psyched, man. I don't know. I feel good for an old 60-year-old guy. I feel good. Joe Garcia is here. What's going on, Joe? I caught your shout out by John Alite. Very nice. Yeah, what a nice guy, John Alite. He knows. He knows I'm a good guy and I'm very entertaining. I'm just waiting for the world to catch up. You know how I tell you, folks, you guys all be great in whatever you're trying to do. Just get in there. Throw down, get in there. I've done 400 videos with nothing, you know? So just let the world catch up to you. There's no dream too big. There's no dream too big. Oh, I can't do this. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, Joe, that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. I'm a fun guy. He knew there were guys running around like me. He knows I'm a fun guy. He wouldn't co-sign an a-hole. So, like I said, this is a show and I integrate a lot of subject matter. But if we're interpersonal here, and for you people that come in the commenters, are you in certain vocations? Are you in school? Are there certain things to rise up on? Get there. The world will catch up. I'm not going to start talking about quantum physics and the matrix and all of this other type of stuff that for another day, whatever. But the world will catch up. That's, like the mirror image, the mirror principle. The mirror principle. What do you see? See what you want. See what you want. I see myself doing a talk show to millions. That's what I see. Confident. I thought that when I had 4 subscribers. That's what I see. See your vision, see your goal, see your dream. Let the world catch up to it. That's what I mean when I say that. You only have one life to live. Try experiment with things with the ether and the mind and reality. Why not? Oh, that just sounds like gibberish because you don't understand it. I simplify it in the most simplest terms as you possibly can. That's why I say, be the kings and queens of your world. We're already from DNA royalty. If you hadn't known that, catch up to your royalty status. I tell you, the world is a vampire. It wants to F you up. But just don't sit there and stew over it and go, oh, geez, my wife left me. My husband's cheating. The cat ran away. I lost my job. What the hell? When you conquer stuff like that, you're tested by the fire and you're stronger and the world is all yours. That's all. I should be charging you guys for this stuff. How come nobody supports me or donates to my channel? Just hit the hearts, just comment, and hit the like button. I don't even know where my book is, blah, 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 blah. I'm sick of trying to sell my book. You know, I'm sick of it. And the Cash App. There's the Cash App. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that anymore. It's counterproductive. I believe if I don't bring it up, then somebody will just take the initiative and say, "Oh, maybe I'll support his channel," because in stats and psychology and psychographics, you might just say, because I was always in the numbers and thinking, it's like, you know what, that could be counterproductive. Oh, there's the Cash App. Oh, buy my book. There's a link. Here's a link. Everywhere a link. Old McDonald had a link. No, don't even say that. They'll just say, hey, the guy's got a good show. How can I support this guy? Well, there it is right there. I found it. Boom. And maybe I could start eating a little steak for once. For once in my life. I shouldn't say that because I've been blessed by God and the angels. Forgive me, God. You give me everything I need, Father. Forgive me. That's bad. Sorry, sorry, angels. I got everything I need. But I will accept more. Okay. I got to take a sip after that one. It's getting a little hotter in here. So that's all. We have fun. That's all. Get the fish hooks out of your pocket and start donating to me. That's all I could tell you. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know how that happens. There's hearts flying up on the screen, smile faces, a middle finger emoji. Hey, where'd that come from? There's a middle finger emoji. I just made that up. See, I'm a comic too. You get it all here. I'm the best talk show host on planet Earth. I'm just waiting for the world to catch up to me. I'm better than any talk show host. I could do interviews better than anybody else. I'm just waiting for you guys were here first because you know I'm crazy and you know I'm not going to stop. You know, whatever life and breath I have in me, I'm pumping. I'm pumping. Mm. Thanks, boss man. Thank you. So, and I try to inspire. I was brain dead. He's gonna be a vegetable. Tell the family, well, make arrangements. He's gonna be infirmarized. That's it. That's it for him. No, I'm back. And I got goals that I might think I can achieve. So I can't do it without you guys. So just like me, accept me. I need validation. We all need validation. I shouldn't talk because there's a lot of depression and bad mental health, maladaptive stuff. A lot of stuff people are struggling with, for various reasons. I mean, that's why I say try to rise up because this is just entertainment stuff, but there's real hardcore things that are going on. And I was spared my life many times, and I want to share to inspire. You know, like why did I get spared many times, and even when I was dead for a long spell, like to come back and be an a-hole. So I had a couple dreams where it was like, you better start putting a good word in and forget about mob blood and all that. You better start putting some inspiring words for any one person that comes in to your thing. I have these crazy, vivid dreams. And that's why I want to demonstrate love and compassion, even though it's tough all the time. You know, that's fine, Bros, man. Just give your comments, and then I feel bad about then somebody says they're gonna send money. It's a double-edged sword. Guy comes in here support me, and I like that, and then he's telling me when I get my taxes back. Thank you. I salute you. God bless you and your family. I mean, I kind of feel, you know, like I'm gonna cry. I, I get wishy-washy sometimes, and you guys trying to demonstrate compassion. So, it's good in the world. It's good. It's good. Mob talk and violence and murder is very appealing and everything, but if there's a video about a good Samaritan, it get crickets. It gets 6 views. But if there's a video about 3 murders, it's gonna get 100,000. I mean, yeah, that's just the way we're wired. I don't know. So thank you, Arian Bros, man. And God bless you and your family. And you will be just be the king and queens of your world. And the world will catch up. You got to set your mind straight. You got to set your mind straight. And then things will slowly, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised that you're getting closer and closer. Wow, I didn't think that was going to happen. Well, it did happen. You'll get closer and closer. The people run marathons, they start with the first mile, the first step. You got to take the first step that leads to 25 miles. You got to get in there. And you're going to be slapped around. Like I'd say, the world is a vampire. It wants you. The world, the demons aren't any joke. Demons, it's spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare. How did these thoughts get in my head? How do willy-nilly thoughts just enter into a person's mind? And it seems like a lot of times there's negative thoughts that invade more often than positive thoughts, or depressing thoughts more often than positive thoughts or happy thoughts. Why? Why? It's spiritual warfare. Get your fighting weight up. Get your mind together. You can get there because an angel will whoop a demon's ass. So just hang your head on that. An angel will whoop a demon's ass. I was there, front row seat. I was there 3 times. An angel will whoop a demon's ass. You'll never hear it. This is the real truth serum. Best talk show on YouTube. I'm just waiting for the world to catch up to me because I got real heart to heart stuff. Heart to heart. The light beats the darkness. Light conquers darkness. I tell you about, you could bring a little light in a dark room and illuminate it. You can't bring a little darkness in a light room and darken it. So that wins. Stay on that premise. Stay in that thinking frame of mind. Nobody ever told you were good enough. Nobody ever told you you can conquer things. Nobody ever told you you can overcome things. And you believe them. But out of fear, I don't want to dwell there. I just better stay a little chilled here. I don't want to take a shot on this. I don't want to take a shot on that. And then next thing you know, you're 70 years old going, geez, why didn't I try something? I love the action, folks. I try to throw some good juice in there too. Yeah, I might have rolled a couple guys for their socks and underwear. I might have rolled a couple guys, but I got some other juice I can give you. Because I'm like Ali. I'm like Ali. I'm the greatest. I look at Mike Francis, big channel, John A. Light, big channel, Sammy the Bull, big channel. But not that I'm trying to slight them or like in this manner by thinking I'm the best talk show. I'm better than all of them. See, not just by, I think to myself, and I believe it wholeheartedly, that even if I'm wrong, I gotta believe it. Even if I'm wrong, I do literally believe that I'm a better entertainer with nothing to run a talk show than anybody on planet Earth. Not only them guys. So you got to believe, and the world will catch up to you, my good people. The world. And you come in here and comment into this atmosphere and you support me commenting, forget about cash. You comment with comments or whatever, and you view me and everything else, you're going to rise up. You're going to rise up because you are setting that on the matrix of all the probabilities. You're opening yourself up to more probabilities, positive outcomes. That's as far as we're going with quantum physics and the matrix. So when you go heart to heart, you open up the matrix to more positive probabilities of good things that can encroach into your life. Is that coincidence? Is that by accident? There ain't nothing. There's no such thing as coincidences. Okay, some made up bull crap. Everything's the way it's supposed to be. The way it's supposed to be. Reality, reality, reality. I didn't know I was going to carry on this long, my good people, but I get psyched. I like to rock and roll, and you got my good people. I love you guys. You guys, I love you guys. All right. We're going to 900 by what? Tomorrow, subscribers? We're going to get 900, I reckon. I started using the phrase I reckon at 60 years old. And I also started using the phrase for crying out loud. What? You just get a letter in the mail? The truth serum. You turn 60 years old. Now you're going to have to integrate these terms into your vocabulary and vernacular. For crying out loud? I got to start using that. I got to start using the term for crying out loud. For crying out loud. That's why I'm nuts, folks. That's why I'm nuts. So we'll rock and roll. That's all. I love the action. I love the action. Just like going to the racetrack, you got adrenaline. You're enjoying. You enjoy. And if you guys are struggling, try to raise up, enjoy, help somebody out. You see somebody that needs a little help, maybe a good word, a helping hand, anything. So I guess we're going to leave it at that. Francis, I love you back. The Bros Man's rocking and rolling. I like that name, man. How come these guys got all good names? Philly Bob. How'd I just get Joe? Jojo. Well, when I was little, there was no JoJo's. I opened up the National Enquirer and I saw another JoJo. You know who he was? JoJo the dog-faced boy in the Enquirer magazine. I went, Ma, look there's another JoJo. It's a dog-faced boy. She's like, oh, that paper's just all crazy. I just got Joe. Why can't I have, a colorful name like Valentino or, Adonis? All right. I hope you folks have been entertained. You've entertained me quite well. And thank you. Hit the like button. Nobody knew. That's all you do. I'm happy that you give me the view. Number one, I'm happy you give me the view. If you want to take another step, just take that finger. I know it's a tough struggle, folks. There's the finger. Hit that like button. I don't mean to be sarcastic. Is it a struggle? No, hit that like button. If you view, that's good enough with me. Share. Like you were taught to share some of your candy when you were little. Share whatever that is, because YouTube is telling me you got to start telling your viewers this stuff. The true serum, your numbers are going up. You got to try to maximize it. So they go on my home thing and they're saying, geez, why do you keep forgetting to tell these people to do these things? Well, number one, I got a brain injury. I'm a maniac, YouTube. Hit the like button. They share. I don't know. There's notifications. What's the notification that my video is coming up? You guys you guys are notified? The Truth Serum's doing a video. So notification, comment, like. I think that's what they've been. I think that's it. And word of mouth. I got degrees in marketing management and advertising, everything. And word of mouth, which is probably the best. There's this talk show host on YouTube I heard. It's the True Serum. Wow, he's the best. Craig B. My first live. Yep. You're just catching the tail end of it, but I appreciate everybody that comes in here at the end. You see, folks, I got to start, because a lot of times I'll be telling stories. And I do like to not acknowledge the people that come in here. I do like to acknowledge the good people that come in here and take a little extra effort to, be, kind to comment. But sometimes I'll be looking and I'll reply to the comment, and then I'm usually pretty good though, and I could pick up where my story was. But I know some of you guys must be thinking, "Come on, Truth Serum, finish the story up. Talk to those commenters later." you know, I might think the same thing if I was you. Like, okay, get to those good people later, and you could acknowledge them later. I try to do the best I can to keep everybody happy. That's all. So, yeah, and that helps the algorithm. I like using such a big word. When you say algorithm, you feel like you're smart. So, folks, when you do all that stuff, like, button, share, comment, it helps my algorithm out. I'm smart now. I know how to use the word algorithm in a sentence. And I try to display good vernacular. The Matador, hey, I got new people coming in here, and I appreciate it. The Matador, you're all friends. You're all friends. In the mob, they used to say he's a friend, and no, I don't want to be made. I didn't want to be made, bro. No. Anything I ran around and hustled, I want it for me. I wasn't the kind of guy. I was a small guy, a runaround guy, the Matador, a runaround guy. I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna run around, risk my life like these guys did, and risk their freedom, and then they go to the club and they go, Jimmy, yeah, here, hand this to Rick, envelope. Really? You're out there in the freaking trenches, bobbing and weaving, and then you got to come back and hand your money over to some other guy for all your energies? For all your energies? No, I did the reverse. I was a little runaround guy. These guys, card games, anything else, and they would tip me. They would give me the money. They would give me money. So it was all a good deal. It was all a good deal. Thank you, Matador. The Matador. These guys got all good channel names and stuff. I thought I could be more creative than the freaking before. Way back in the day, I'm too embarrassed to tell you. The guys that have been here a long time. You know what my channel name was? A Cup of JoJo. What? I do have a brain injury, all right. And so if you're gonna laugh and say what the hell's wrong with Joe, I do have a brain injury. But one day I was laying in bed, and a lot of these mobsters were telling so many lies. And I says, when is somebody just going to try to come up and defend the truth? And then in the epiphany, the light went off. The truth serum. I want to get a t-shirt made with a needle of truth, freaking pressing this serum into somebody's brain. A t-shirt. Maybe if I could get, after I got like 100,000 subscribers. I'm around 800 right now, the Matador. I'm just waiting for the world to catch up. So if you got some dreams and goals, just stay with it. Let the world catch up. That's all. You only got one life to live. Don't let nobody tell you can't do shit. You can do it. You can do it. I was stuck on 9 subscribers for 3 months. 9. I kept thinking I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm going to keep pumping. 800's nothing right now in the YouTube channel world. 800 is nothing, but you got to have 800 before you got 8,000. Got to take the first steps. I'm an old man and I'm trying to fight hard while just sitting on a couch. Thank you, the Matador. Anybody, jobs, promotions. Be in it. Think it. You guys got to use the world. You think life. You're born. All right. This video. I got new visitors in here. Craig B, John Smith. I got new people in here. So we're gonna carry this video on because I enjoy people. Craig B. You see, we're born. We're born with only certain tools and nature, nurture, education, and that's going to determine, Ethan Patrick, we got new people in here. All right. Let me start that sentence over because Ethan Patrick might not have heard me. I'm extending this video because I love everybody today. And I'm psyched. The sun is shining. I'm happy I'm alive. Rise up, folks. Let's enjoy. We're born into the world. Okay. The stages of psychology, the theorists, nature, nurture, academics, education. Okay. We have these concrete variables, so to speak. There's other ways you can manipulate possibilities and probabilities to come into your world. Not just being that you are at the mercy of the world. Like I say, the world is a vampire. The demons are running around trying to rack you up. And the world's a vampire, of course. It wants your blood. We have the tools. We're from divine DNA. We're already born royalty. We have to access the tools and gain knowledge and wisdom and how to manipulate these other factors. I should be charging you guys for this stuff, man. I love you for free. So, of course, the world, people get abused when they're younger and they just don't have these yuppity-yup Cinderella trajectories through childhood, adolescence, adulthood. They don't have that. But you can't just say, well, that's what happened to me, the truth serum. So I got a reason to be effed up. I got a reason to go do drugs. I got a reason to go do all these maladaptive behaviors. So then you just buy into it. No. So you want to justify, well, when I was 7, this happened. Well, when I was 12, this happened. Or all these other types of things. No. You know what? It sounds a little crazy, but in life, you should invite that stuff because the victories are sweeter. How could you ever enjoy a victory if you didn't go through any hardship? The victory tastes sweeter. So you're in a more advantageous posture and position, Mo Alley. So I talk about a lot of stuff, and I was given a second chance from the angels of being dead, and I came back, and I do want to share my end of the bargain to the divinity out there that saved me many times. I want to share something back to enrich something. Entertaining mob stories is one thing and all that. Entertaining mob stories is one thing, yes. And maybe you guys don't want to hear anything about motivating yourselves up to different things, So that's where I come in. Because if you people are good enough to take the initiative to, number one, watch me, and number two, comment and say, keep going, Joe, that's good enough for me. I'll take the initiative to say, try to enrich your thinking and your life. That's all. Whether it's wishy-washy, you're supposed to be a hardcore mob talking guy, Jojo. You're supposed to, really? My mother didn't raise me that way. My mother rose me up to be a good citizen, a good person in the world. I don't backburner that for nobody. If my ma's watching, she's saying, good job, Jojo. Share a good word for these people. I'm a mama's boy. I'm not a hardcore mob guy. I could get crazy like anybody else, but I'm a mama's boy, and I'm proud. I'm proud. My mother passed. God rest her soul. David BMX, where the heck were you? I've been waiting for you. Copyright the truth serum. It's going to mean something one day. Thank you, Craig B. This video's getting longer and longer. Random person. Hey, I just got a random person coming in here right now. His channel name is Random Person. I love the action, man. I wasn't going to do a video today, but I can't stay away from you guys. I'm happy and I'm appreciative. I'm still reeling off of John Aloy and Gene Barillo. And Gene, I don't mean anything anything out of disrespect. You should take it as a compliment, Gene. I like guys like Gene. You'd have to be careful. You got to be careful with anybody. Anybody could be crazy at any time. You just say, "Oh, gangsters just have this behavior," uh, you know, uh, gangsters just have this certain behavior. There's just madmen, people in the streets that are tough guys that don't care. Uh, if a gangster came up to them in the street, they wouldn't go, "Oh, you're with the Colombo family." No, I don't want to fight. They'll fight you in a minute. The guy from Bensonhurst or anywhere America. So, not trying to put the mob down or anything like that, but in the grand scheme of things, there's crazy people out there just like the crazies in the mob. So let's just get it straight. My godfather didn't. My godfather was an enforcer for mostly all of the families, but most Colombo. But uh, they tried to whoop his ass when he was a teenager. Wise guys, and I'd be lying. I don't know what family. Might have been the Colombo family. Tried to whoop his ass. He was like a linebacker. Was going to go to college and play on a football scholarship, and he whooped two guys. And then after that, they wanted to nurture him and school him in his to make him progress into the mob. He said, "Nah, if you need something done, you want to pay me some money, maybe I'll do it." So just a guy. He don't need to join no fraternity. He just wants to make his own money. He just wants to make his own money. Oh, go join a crew, go run all these hustles and rackets, and then go to jail while you're handing them the money. So, and I agree with that. I agree with that. He found out, well, I had on my father's side of my family in Brooklyn that some of them guys were involved, wise guys in this, and they were like, "Oh, you could come move back to New York and get made." And then my godfather Mickey said, "You ain't getting made, not while I'm alive. Go hustle your money, make your own money." But I was educated academically. I was on the dean's list. I was educated. That's not a big feat to make the dean's list, even in the 80s. In the world of academia, it's not a feat to be on the dean's list. A monkey could make the dean's list. And in today's world, a freaking gerbil could make the dean's list with the curriculum they're giving these kids now in the world of academia. How did we get on this subject? You guys got me rambling on over here. We're talking about the world of academia. You guys want blood and guts. Sit back, Joe. Gain your composure. I'm just happy. But I'm a happy guy most of the time. But I was in the trenches doing all these videos, 400 videos. And yeah, I'd look at my subscriber ticker. I ain't had one subscriber in 9 days. The truth serum. How long am I going to keep this channel going? Boom. Let me check my ticker. Crickets. Man, what a drought. No subscribers in 12. Where am I going with this channel? Am I entertaining? Are my stories good enough? Where the hell am I going? Well, Joe, just keep fighting. Then I got censored on top of it. You got to watch what you say. And I was like, nah, this isn't for me. I'm just gonna, whatever. But then I thought, you know what? Don't let them win. Don't let them win. I just got to wait for the world to catch up. I'll gain momentum someday. I'm confident. I could speak eloquently. I can navigate the human language all right. I'm half a comedian. I'm a half a weatherman. I'm half of whatever, and I'm a talk show guy. I like to talk. I like to communicate. I like to chirp like a bird. Chirp, 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 chirp. Not like a canary though. Not like a canary. We don't sing like canaries over here. All right. This video is going a lot longer because we have DMX coming in. We have some random person here, Craig B, Ethan Patrick, John Smith, the Matador. I want to go to a bullfight. You know, when you go to a bullfight, you want to see the bullfighter get gored. Ain't that the reason why people go to bullfights? You want to see him get gored. Forgive me, Father. Jeez. What do you do? Like, hey, honey, come on. We're going to go to San Juan, Mexico, or Mexico, whatever, you know. Well, we're going to go to the bullfight. Well, who's the fighter today? Juan Rodriguez Velasquez. Well, you know, honey, these tickets are $150. I really don't want to watch Juan Valdez Rodriguez Velasquez, Joyner Kersey, get dodged a bull, honey. I really don't. Are you on board? Let's hope he gets gored. Let's just hope he gets gored. All right, you got the money out, you know. Forgive me. The Matador. See what you did to me, the Matador? You got me nuts. Thank you, Craig B. Yeah. Thank you, you guys. I love the action. You guys got me started. I got psyched. I'm looking at this beautiful country setting, the sun, the woods, Mother Nature. I'm a city boy, but I like the country. I like Mother Nature. I like it. Joe Ruffino. Should I tell them what your rank was, Joe? No disrespect, Joe, but should I tell them what your rank was? I just talk gibberish, okay? I just talk gibberish. His rank is a great man in society. That's his ranking. Yeah. No, Joe? I'll meet you at the corner in a half an hour. Thank you for supporting me, Joe, here and other ways, Joe. Thank you, sir. So, where was I? I must have been lying. I forgot what I was going to say. John Smith, Joe, what's your favorite mob movie? Well, everybody just, you know, the traditional Goodfellas, A Bronx Tale. I like the Goodfellas. It might seem of course, well written. And I'm a writer and an author of a book. And I believe I'm the best author. I'm just waiting for the world to catch up to that. But wow, Craig B, you're from South Africa. You know what? This channel went international. We had a New Zealand. The other time there was a England. This is the international truth serum. Back to your question, John Smith. Good man. Of course, you got the traditional staples, if you will. What I liked about Goodfellas is the laughter parts, because that's not portrayed a lot with certain. I've never watched one episode of The Sopranos. I watched half of it. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm familiar with Batavia, Joe. I think I'm familiar with Batavia. So, I liked the Mean Streets. You guys are making me nuts over here. Mean Streets, Ethan Patrick. Wow. My people got good taste. And you're watching me, you know you got good taste. Forgive me. Let's go back to what I was saying. This is the end of the show, so I can do this. I don't do it during the stories now because I want to keep the story going, and I can't because I know you people are probably saying, Joe, go with the story, and you can acknowledge the people afterwards. So, but this is the ending of the show. This is where we can rock and roll back and forth a little bit and have a little fun. You can't get that with Gravano or Francis. You might need a credit card or 3. You want to roll with them guys? You ride here with me for free. Goodfellas demonstrated more comedic value. They laughed a lot more in Goodfellas, and that's what I appreciated because I was around the clubs and people were laughing their asses off all the time. Forget about violence. It was a fun time. Just don't concentrate on what is portrayed from three YouTube mob guys that's the narrative and the historical account. What you're seeing with Gravano's more content than Mike Francis. Mike Francis ain't even a gangster to me. But with that being said, you're only seeing a tenth of a percent. And of course, you can't feel it. Like I said in other videos, the emotionality of being around the guys, you can't capture by words on a video. You just had to live it. Something is lost in translation from me to video. But the laughter, A Bronx Tale, Scarface. Yeah. Scarface. Wow. Scarface. I talk about you wait for the you talk about I talk about you guys saying wait for the world to catch up. I know I'm the best talk show. I know I'm the best talk show host on planet Earth. I don't mean to be pompous or anything like that. I'm confident in my craft and skills. I don't mean to be an ego guy and all that. So don't take me wrong. But remember Scarface? He was washing dishes off the boat and he was telling his buddy, I'm going to be the king. Oh, Bad Lieutenant, King of New York. Wow. Guy's an encyclopedia. He's got this on a Rolodex. But you see, I mean, now that was a dangerous world, but Scarface had a dream, just like all of you good people have dreams. He couldn't barely speak the language. Now I know, movie and all that, but as an example, I mean, to rise up from nothing, how did it all start? He believed it. Literally believed it. Believe it like it's true. People have belief in things. Well, I believe this might happen. Oh, yeah, by the way, I believe this might happen. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But when you wholeheartedly believe it, it sets all the variables into a scramble in which they have to realign. And then you think it, you believe it, and you work harder at it. If you believe harder, you work harder. If you're a nonchalant believer, then you might just mail it in some days. I believe, and that's why I've done 400 videos in 2 years, because I believe. I believe I could talk about any topic on a talk show. I believe, why not? I might have to get some teeth whitener. And you hit 60, you start noticing things like, what's this little like bump? What's this dent in my head? You start noticing things. Well, they got makeup and everything. It ain't too late, true sir. What's this dent I got in my head? I was assaulted by an axe when I was 26 years old. I got hit by an axe from an axe murderer. Split my head open. Truth serum. So you got to believe, folks. You got to believe first, wholeheartedly. So Scarface believed. So where we at now? What else we got? We got anything else what else we got here? 1 hour and 14 minutes. I tell myself, my good people, Joe, YouTube has been telling me, keep your videos under 12 minutes. People watch in the demographics and marketing and statistics and analytics. People will tune in to a 12-minute or less video more likely than an hour and 15 minutes and counting, the truth serum. But you know what? I don't care. I'll get what I can get because my niche is hanging out with the people. See, I got a niche. Yeah. I can't see the Wes Watson. Some random person asked me what I thought about Wes Watson. I don't know him. I don't know him. Uh, uh, Sometimes I need triggers to with a brain injury. I need triggers. Like that story came up to me, the story I told earlier, because I heard that Boy George song. So I had a brain injury, and sometimes for the neurotransmitters and everything to reignite a memory, because the elasticity in your brain is malleable, and then maybe you could fire. So I heard that Boy George song, and it reminded me of the story being in that car where I was messing with the guy that I rolled. But so I need sometimes a trigger will reignite a memory, because when I come out of the hospital, my mind was a blank box. Blank box. I didn't know my name. I didn't know my age. I didn't know my serial number. I didn't know if I was a man or a woman. I didn't know what a man or a woman even was. Started from scratch. I was supposed to be infirmarized, but I'm back. That happened 10 years ago. I'm back. So I started from scratch in life and on YouTube. So I'm not bothered by, oh, I didn't got, 5 subscribers in 3 months. I overcame death getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm confident this cake. When you're tested by the fire, it makes you stronger. Not to invite hurdles into your life. We don't want to invite hurdles and hardships, but when you conquer them, you guys can conquer them. You know you can rock and roll after that. It's just not a cakewalk off into fairy tale land. Life. Any victory should be a sweet victory. Mm-hmm. Craig B. Thanks for your wise words, Joe. Be yourself. Where are we? All right. So I think 1 hour and 17 minutes is cool. I see 16 thumbs up. Oh, the like. I got to get more technical savvy here someday, financially or something. I want to give you guys a better product. Is this just my niche? A crooked light, a couch, a computer? Is this just my niche? But uh, I can do better. I can do better. You know, an introduction, something. I'll get there. I'll get there. I just got to catch up. The world's got to catch up. That's all. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. And when I do, and there's people struggling in my comment section, I'm gonna say, go back and look at that video. Remember what I said. You can get there. Remember, I was in this situation back then, and I was confident and and held strong in it. So you can do that. You know, I know the world screws John Smith. I like the classic setting. A few more things to add, but all right, good. Fair statement. Fair statement. A lot of times, I've wore many hats in my life, and I even did therapy. Like I used to run diamond mines. I used to just freelance therapy for people and couples therapy and everything. But some people just like to play the the Bach, the Bach, boohoo sonata. Poor me. Oh gosh, the world's crushing in on me. The sky is falling. Oh, what about Betty and Jerry and Tammy? Poor me. Oh, poor me. Some people just like to play the boohoo sonata. You know? Ave Maria. Some people like playing the boo-hoo sonata. You guys didn't know I had some culture in me like that to be flashing around Bach and that, huh? You didn't read me like that. I could hear what you're thinking. Poor me, poor me. Well, they used to get in front of me. I say, Sally, snap out of it. You got to throw some punches back. You knew this was the situation 2 years ago. I think you just like being stuck on stupid. Guess what? I'm not even going to charge you for this session. You don't even have to pay. You don't need me. I to tell the people, you don't need me. You just don't want to face realization so you can justify the same behavior you're stuck in. They know what the answers are that I'm going to tell them. Common sense, logical answers. You play that therapy game. Oh, well, how does that make you feel? Oh, my wife's cheating on me with every drunken sailor in town. Well, how's that make you feel, Billy? Well, I feel really happy about it, Mr. Counselor. Really? Come on, folks. I got some swampland back there. People like to be stuck, and they just like to be in that environment reality. Some people you try to help, they just unhelp, move along to somebody that can be helped. That's all. How do we get on that subject? You're digging yourself a deeper hole, Jojo. You're digging yourself a deeper hole. So, well, every time a guy makes a comment, I add 5 minutes to my video. There's a pattern forming here, I see. There's a pattern forming. So, we'll leave it at that. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. I'm a happy camper. This was an awesome show with you guys coming in. New guys that I got to give another holler out to. John Smith, Craig B., some random person, Ethan Patrick, John Smith, Francis, Craig B., The Matador, Ethan Patrick, David BMX, Leon Swan, Moa Alley, Michael Candinas, Mike Mormeal, Philly Bob. I like that name. I got a boring name. Joe Garcia, Mo 42-2023, Norway. I went international, folks. I went international. Thank you, MG42-2023, Norway, New Zealand, England, South Africa. You're looking at the best talk show host in the world, folks. I'm just waiting for the rest of the world to catch up, just like you guys should be confident in that. I'm one happy camper. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. The wolf came in here. How'd the wolf sneak in here? You are a wolf in sheep's clothing. Leon Swan. Leon Swan was one of my first five subscribers. Leon Swan. And it took 2 months to get 5. And he was he said, Joe, keep going. You're good. You can do all right. Just keep going. Keep going. A stranger told me that. A stranger told me that. Keep going. You're all right. Don't worry about the setting and the connection. Just go on. Rock on, Joe. Go on. I went, gee, somebody thinks I'm good. Maybe I'll just keep going. One person thought I was good. I thought I was good, but I needed some validation. I need some validation. All right. If people are struggling with something, go to Facebook in my messenger for free. For free. And talk it out. Talk it out. Stay positive, good people. I want everybody to do well. I want everybody to do well. We could talk there for free. Just get your credit card out like Mike Francis. Now we'll talk for free. I think this is one of my most psyched, feeling good video. Yeah, I like to rock and roll. I get crazy. I get silly. All that. But this is one of my most the shout out from John A. Light. I'm happy to be alive and I got a chance. You're alive. You got a chance. Jeez, don't blow it. The sun is shining. Mother Nature. Uh, I got what I need. I don't have all the luxuries and amenities, all that. I got what I need. A happy heart. I'm happy. And that's more than some millionaires have. Money does come in handy, but all right. Great show, folks. I really appreciate you helping me out. And I got 17 thumbs up. I think that's a record. I got 17 thumbs up. I got to check the numbers, but I think I'm accelerating at warp speed with subs and views. I think I'm accelerating. I feel the G forces. I'm feeling the G's. All right. God bless everybody. And remember, be the kings and queens of your world. It's not partly cloudy. It's partly sunny. Don't ever give up. The world is a vampire. Yes, them demons and them vampires want that blood. No. Not my people. They're not my people. We're gonna be protected. We're gonna be protected with the spiritual armor of love and compassion and dreams and goals. We're gonna rock, man. We're gonna rock. Forget about the negative. We're rocking. We're rocking on, man. We're rocking on. Remember, we're from DNA royalty. Oh, is that just something good to say, Truth Serum? It's not. I'm not going to tell you where to study and all that, but we are from DNA royalty. Newsflash, folks, we're from DNA royalty, okay? In case you haven't heard that from high school and colleges and all that, you're going to get a little education here. We're from DNA royalty. So let the world catch up to your royalty. If you got to throw down and really get in the trenches, just keep at it. That's all. Thank you. A great show. I've never been more psyched in my life. At 60 years old, I still have dreams. You guys are younger than me. You guys got a lot of time to be great for decades. So get it in now. Get it in now. All right? I hate to say goodbye, but God bless you all. I appreciate it. Whatever buttons, like, share, notify, notification, and all that good stuff. Thank you.